We're getting ready to leave our mooring at Overton Lake, where we spent the night. We've got to continue our journey from Cambridgeshire to Crick, where we're having a stand at the boat show to sell our maps. Today we're heading upstream on the River Nene, but we haven't quite decided how far we're going. We'd like to get as far as Oundle, which we think is about 5 hours and 8 locks away.
That was good. Get up, walk around in a circle, get back down again. That was oh, such a good dog. Oh, there's me chopping my head off. Danger Weir. Much less entertaining cartoon than Danger Mouse, because every episode it would just sit there. I like how you gave me that smirk of...
Huh? I mean, you can see my face in the camera.
Yeah. That face of, he's not funny, but I will pretend to think it was hilarious. Well, not even pretend to think it was hilarious. I will pretend to think it was mildly amusing.
Oh, look, people falling out of the sky.
Oh, yeah, well, to be fair, with parachutes. Important distinction. Here comes the airplane overhead.
Can I have your phone?
Yeah. So I think he's coming in for a landing after having dropped them off.
Probably can't see them, but just behind that tree are some people falling out of the sky.
In a controlled manner. Because otherwise it would be a rhythm. Like, oh dear Lord, whack. Oh man. I've never ever in my entire life been walking along and thought, you know what I need to do today is jump out of an airplane.
You've jumped off a bridge though.
I did. I went bungee jumping once in my life. I did so because I'd just gone through a divorce and didn't have any particular reason not to, you know, hit a rock at high velocity. And I felt stupid doing it. I felt stupid at the bottom, especially once the rubber thing had hit me in the face.
What, when you were upside down then?
I was upside down after being smacked in the face by the thing they tell you not to grab a hold of.
Did you grab hold of it?
Of course I grabbed a hold of it. It's like the first thing you do. As soon as you see it, you go, dear Lord, gotta hug onto that thing because it's just smacked me in the face. Bang, 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 bang. Then it hits you another 20 times. The entire time you're going, don't let go. But your body's there, you know, like you're trying to not hold the thing because somebody told you not to hold the thing. But all of your instincts are saying, keep your hold on to this thing because it's in your, you know, stupid. Why did I do that?
So this is the EA mooring for the station. And that must be the station up there. Maybe we never stop there because it's always full. Well, if the mooring's free when we come back, then we should stop, even if it's just for a look around.
Yeah.
We probably won't. I've got something else to tell you.
What's it?
Oundle's 5 hours from here, not 5 hours from the start. I don't know what I looked up yesterday.
Oh. Well, that's not good to know. When did we start?
3 hours ago.
So it'd be a total of 8 hours. Right. That's a long day.
Yeah, and it's going to start raining at some point.
Excellent.
We don't have to go there.
I mean, you can see the dark cloud beginning above us, but it's not like there's an obvious heavy rain coming.
We don't have to go all that way today.
No.
I'm shattered.
I guess it's kind of like I'd like to get as far as we can.
Yeah.
But Oundle or whatever it's called is
Quite far.
maybe too far, so that's why we always end up stopping at Fotheringay. 3 geese just took off and flew in behind us, like, I don't know, something scared them or something.
Yeah.
But it's like, I look up and I'm like, ooh, 3 geese kind of majestically flying through the, wow, that's a lot of poop. Lots of poop, like simultaneous release dive bombing. Impressive, but also yuck.
Yeah, I can't see a good alternative mooring.
I mean, we can push through and get there.
Yeah. But we're going to get wet.
Well, yeah, mind you, like, of course, percentage chance of rain,
80.
it could be 80% chance of very light rain.
That's true. I don't know, I'm just quite tired today
Yeah.
and really cold and miserable and grumpy.
Well, you could go inside and put the fire on and curl up with George and leave me to be miserable and grumpy.
Okay. Except I wouldn't get to curl up with George because it'd be like, Jojo, I need an apricot. Jojo.
An apricot, goggles, safety device. Help! Stop annoying my time sleeping. We're getting to a lock, Jojo. Do it yourself.
Oh my God. Have I ever said anything of this sort? I wouldn't trust you to do a lock without my expert supervision.
That's true. You have done a lot more locks than me.
Oh, that looks like a lock. Speaking of lock.
Yep, that's a lock. Is that Wansford lock?
Yeah. We've got 2 in quite close.
Yeah, short proximity.
Yeah.
Hello, funny looking duck.
So we've just through Elton Lock, I think it's called, and there's some moorings just opposite, some permissive moorings. And earlier Michael had said that he didn't want to stop before we got to Fotheringhay. And then I pointed out that these moorings have cows on them. I said, "Are you sure you don't want to stop here?" And you were tempted.
It's cows. I like cows.
So we're just setting off. Oh, except the wind is having other ideas.
Yeah, the wind's got us again. Excellent. Can you get him back a bit?
Georgie, come here. Michael, are you on the boat? Oh, Jesus, you scared me.
No, I'm thinking about going swimming.
I couldn't see where your legs were. Okay, it's quite windy today. And just as we were getting ready to leave, a boat on the mooring said, "Are you going to the next lock?" So they've asked us to wait there for them, which we will. If we get off this mooring, which we will. Anyway, there's the moorings with the cows, or the cow bums at this stage. So we just got to the next lock, which is Warmington Lock, and it's the first one that we've come across with the wheel. Knew it was going to happen at some point, and this is the point when it happens. And now it makes sense as to why that other boat asked us to wait. Because doing the wheel with 2 boats is half the work in theory, depending on who does the work. So the other boat's here, but I think they're having some engine problems because they were almost in the lock, and now they've floated out again. We're still, while we're waiting here, as I'll tell you, we're still having a debate as to whether to stop at Fotheringhay Castle, which is temptingly close, or to carry on to Oundle, which is another 4 locks and 8 miles. 2 locks and 4 miles. I can't remember. It's another 2 hours. 2 hours, 4 miles, 2 locks? I really can't remember. It's another 2 hours for sure. So yeah, Michael's gone down there. See how they're doing. George is just chilling. I'm just holding the boat on the rope. It's cold, it's raining. It's a good day for boating. Little update, so the other boat had engine problems, so there was lots of manoeuvres to get it into the lock, which we did manually with ropes and backing Perseverance out and all sorts. Now Michael's working on the wheel and the other boat is working on getting their engine fixed. So it's a fun day.
So that little boat that came in with us seems to have some sort of problem with their engine, so they're not able to keep it idling, so it just keeps dying every time you. Plus, it runs. If he's not constantly pushing on the accelerator, basically it's just turning off. And he must have gotten it working because he was able to catch up with us. But then as soon as he pulled in, he stalled out and then couldn't get it to restart. So we passed the rope between us and got it into the lock and got it up. But now they're going to keep tinkering with it in the lock. And
Michael, being the nice person that he is, offered to tow them. Me, being the not nice person, was glad when they said no, it's okay.
yeah.
Michael, what's going on? So that was fun. Hi. When things get hairy, I always put the camera down, but that's great.
When things get really hairy, you put the camera down and then you kneel down in the well deck.
I don't know.
I don't want to know what's going on.
It was because the flow of the river was like pushing us. We didn't hit anything. But
No,
it felt like
we came
back.
through the like ancient bridge. The you hit it and you basically destroyed what could be a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
And you know what, I was thinking, that's the bit where everyone hits. That's where we're going to hit.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah. And I'm like, nope, not going to hit that, but I may
Hit the
just
bank.
hit the bank.
On the other side.
And then I'm like, not coming in for a mooring, except for I am, but I'm not.
Because Michael decided that we weren't going to stop at Fotheringhay. But the wind and the river almost decided that we were.
Yeah. But
So-
ultimately, it let us go. It gave up its icy grip.
2 hours to get to Oundle now, and it's raining.
Yeah.
It might leave you outside on your own as punishment for not letting me moor up at Fotheringhay.
Neither of us wanted to moor up at Fotheringhay, did we?
No, but I did say it was up to you. Mainly
Yeah,
so,
I know. See, that's how it always works.
mainly so I can blame you when I...
Yeah. Dinner, it's up to you. I don't mind, but I don't want what you chose.
And another lock. Faster.
Alright, well, he's got his engine problem sorted, so he's able to keep moving now. So he says they're trying to get past the next lock for before this evening. So
Should we wait for them there?
yeah, I said, okay, if we don't see you in like 10 or 15 minutes, then we'll move through. But if we do, then
Yeah.
we'll wait a little bit.
Yeah, just as we started going up in the lock, they turned up.
Yeah.
And we thought really bad because we didn't know they'd be that quick. But then I
Well, I expected way behind us and probably stopping at Fotheringhay, so I didn't even think about it.
said to him, oh, sorry, like, I didn't know you'd be that quick. And he said, nor did I. So he was fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. I thought he was going to be a couple of days behind us. So yeah, we'll
We'll wait and, yeah, like you say, 10 minutes and then... It's cold. Can you believe? I mean, I've already said it, but how hot it was yesterday and how cold it is today.
It's England, which, like New Zealand, can suddenly go from blasts of winter to absolute summer.
Ah, that might be a mooring.
Don't think so.
Maybe not.
But yeah, it's England, where like New Zealand, the weather can change ridiculously quickly. Unlike New Zealand, I'm not being paid a large amount of money to be here. Which, when I think on it,
Why am I here?
it's like, wait, I got to work on The Hobbit, and I had a really good job, and a motorcycle. And okay, the seasons were backwards, but I could see the Southern Cross.
No George, though.
No, George, that's true. Yeah, I can't really complain about the weather because I've got the dog. And the wife. I mean,
Talk about an afterthought. Oh
well, just like
I was in New Zealand.
the wife was with me in New Zealand
Okay,
and in
fair
Venice Beach, right? Like,
Fair enough.
I didn't have to come here to get you. I had to come here to get George.
That did sound like such an afterthought. We got to the next lock, and I was so excited that there's a push button. But I started lowering the gate. I'd forgotten that we said we'd wait for the other boat. And then I thought, oh no, we're loitering, and the sign here says strictly no loitering. So Michael has to say hello to every dog he meets. So we were standing having a conversation, and this dog approaches, and Michael walks away mid-conversation so he can go and speak to the dog. I mean, it happens all the time.
Well, hello. Oh, George, where'd all that come from, huh? There's a lot of doggy, isn't it, George? You're fine, George. You're fine. There's a lot of puppies.
Now where
Hello,
you going?
big dog.
You've got to come out this way.
Come on, you.
Come on.
Now you're going to get
Oi,
me there.
Bert, too fast. Thank you.
The other boats arrived.
Okay, all these poops are within easy reach of George, so I'm pretty sure they're George's poops.
George is getting blamed for all the dog poops. That was the last look of the day, basically. I can see some buildings in the distance, which I assume is Oundle.
Well, I think that church spire is supposed to be St. John's or something. Yeah, I think that's the famous one.
I'm really ready to stop now.
Well, luckily, that's what we're planning on doing. Yeah. Now, if that field's full of cattle, I don't know what happens.
Last time we moored there, I was just reminding Michael it was really windy, and it was a bit of a mission to get moored.
Yeah,
You don't remember it at all?
not at all. I mean, you showed me the video, so I'm like, yep, that's us doing that.
That was me.
Maybe it was so bad I blocked it out, right? I'm like, I was deeply traumatized by mooring in Oundle. That was...
Oh good, the wind's picking up. Just in time for mooring.
I might remember it at the last second. Might be like, pull through the bridge.
We were between two bridges. I think it's like the new bridge and the old bridge or something. We're very close to this weir, Michael.
I can get closer.
So you can see the bridges of Oundle. Oh, and there's some lovely wind that's just picked up again.
Because I really don't want to pick the spot that's right here.
I think the moorings go all the way along.
Okay, well, I'm going to the other side of that boat.
So Michael is just cooking us some lunch. What's on the menu?
Steamed morning glory with garlic and ginger. Also probably some chili sauce.
We're moored up in Oundle. Oh, bless you.
Would I say we moored up in Oundle?
No, I was going to say.
Technically we did moor up in Oundle.
Would you agree that this is the worst place we've ever moored up officially? Because twice out of 2 times we've had exactly the same experience, even though this time we were prepared.
Well, we'll find out, because the first time we moored up here, I obviously blacked it out because it was so bad. And after what we just did, I have a feeling I'm going to black it out again.
The exact same thing happened. Michael dropped me off. This time I left George on the boat because I remembered what happened last time. And then I tried to pull the boat in and it swung out in the current and the wind. Current, wind?
Both.
So Michael had to jump off and we were both on the rope and the boat was just at like
90 degrees across the river. There was no pulling it over.
So because I couldn't hold the boat on my own,
Ooh, garlic in the eyes.
I jumped back on the boat and took the stern out, brought the bow in, and then together with the engine and the rope,
I held on to the middle line and
we got it in. And then we both got, oh, my hand's shaking, I'm so tired. We both got really stung with stinging nettles, and Michael snapped at me. Did I snap at you?
When did I snap at you?
You got annoyed because, I don't know, we just weren't communicating as well.
Well, yeah. Oh, right. When you were yelling, I didn't snap at you. You were talking about the boat getting out, and I'm like, but I need the pin in order to keep the boat in, because otherwise I'm going to be dragged over, which is exactly what happened. Yeah.
Anyway.
I didn't snap. I didn't snap. No snapping occurred. We did eventually get the boat to the shore.
But Michael has announced that we're not mooring in Oundle again. Oundle?
Oundle. On the way back, we're going to go to
Fotheringham.
Fotheringham, yeah.
Or we're going to discover there's a really nice mooring around the corner and stop there.
Yeah, that's possible too.
Anyway, lunchtime. We're starving.
Yeah. It's because you come through the bridge and you got that funny angle, and then by the time you've recovered from the angle, you are away from the shore. Then you have to pull into the shore, and as you pull into the shore, you undoubtedly hit something and end up with the nose of you out, and then the current is pulling you that way.
And there is a mooring closer to the bridge, which would have been easier to get in on, but then would have screwed any other boats coming through.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because like I was worried about the boat that
was behind
is moored there, but isn't moored on that spot. It's further ahead.
Yeah.
And I mean, I cleared them, but if we'd been moored behind them, our rear end, our stern would have been basically in the way of any other narrowboat trying to make it through that bridge. It's
Anyway.
not fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I got water going.
All right.
Steam is happening.
And here's my lunch. Morning glory with garlic and some chili sauce. I think Michael's is going to be a bit more special.
So you've got homemade kimchi, sesame seeds, white and black, a different type of chili on there, because I've got some of the kohlrabi chili, and the last little thing is a little bit of kosher salt.
Oh, I might like some salt.
Okay. Yeah, so I gotta admit, although Oundle is not the easiest place to moor up at all, getting Perseverance over there was not simple. It is a pretty beautiful spot once you are moored up. I mean, you know, huge green field with a nice riverfront where George can play, and this lovely old stone arch bridge, and then a pleasant walk up into Oundle town itself. Yeah, I remember this from the last time we were here on Oundle Bridge. This lovely plaque. In the year of our Lord 1570, these arches were borne down by the water's extremity. In the year of our Lord 1571, they were builded again with lime and stone, thanks be to God. And I'm like, yes, thanks be to God for knocking it down, and thanks be to God for putting it back up again, because he's definitely consistent in his feelings about such things. But there we go. Lime and stone, 1571. Of course, it's been rebuilt since then, but that's a nice remembrance of the bit that was here before. It became a paved road bridge for modern traffic. So Oundle's another one of those really nice little picturesque towns to walk through that England is very well known for. And It is gorgeous, though this particular street can be very loud because of the reflections off of all the walls when the cars pass. So I'm about to go deaf. But once they pass, there's Oundle St. Peter's, which I mistakenly called St. John, I think. Because, you know, St. John is important around here, but so St. George, there's all these saints. But I also like that across here is the White Lion, which I think used to be a pub. And it has your little white lion outside. Okay, Oundle went a little bit more out of its way for the coronation than a lot of places did. Okay, so we've got these nice little knitted flower pots and a whole bunch of crowns. And I've taken up a newfound appreciation for knitting, but here we go. Here we have the Bonnie Wool Charlie, I think. I do think that's meant to be Prince Charles. Seems lifelike, really. These guys, these are a lot of fun. They're like wool cozies for the various bollards. Also lifelike. Almost, you almost know who that is. Even if you're not all that into monarchy, you can appreciate that there's some time and effort put into these things. Everything is shut today, so I don't know what Curtis & Company Oundle Limited does currently, but I love the sign that says William H. Curtis, Cake, Corn, Seed, and Manure Merchant. That's your thing. Yeah, you can really tell this is a place that has had some good times in the financial end of things. This is, you know, an ancient town, well, really old town. It is most famous for the Oundle School, which was founded in the 1400s, I think, which might have something to do with the Grant Cod Grace, or Cod Grant Grace, or possibly God. It might be God. It looks like it says Cod. But yeah, there's all these elements of the school around here. In fact, apparently it's the largest employer for the town, and a very old public school. Now, as a person who grew up in America and Canada, I'm always a little confused as to how a public school is private schooling, but, you know, the more I've tried to understand it, the less it's made sense. So, yeah. But this appears to be the place. Here's the Oundle School bursary with the Latin inscription Fundavit Gulielmus Laxton, which I don't have the ability to translate, but I have a little bit of Latin knowledge, but not a lot of Latin knowledge. So Fundavit Gulielmus Laxton seems to be the basics of goodness is a well-running bowel. Probably wrong. Anyway, it is a very pleasant walk into a very interesting little town that is well worth stopping at if you can have crew on board. Like, have extra people who can jump on and haul that boat in, because it's really windy right now. It is always, as far as I can tell, windy when you cross this field, and that wind is always blowing towards the hole you come out of when you come through the bridge, which always puts you into a position of blowing across to that side rather than onto that side. And that is frustrating. But having walked into the town and remembered what it's like, I can't say that I'm of the opinion that we definitely have to skip it again. We just have to definitely ram straight into the shore, and hopefully we're here when they've cut down the weeds a bit, because there is a lot of weeds. But yeah, that's Oundle, which by the time I'm back I will no doubt not know how to pronounce, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong now anyway. Good fun. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? Yes, of course you do. He wants to go for walkies. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Have you found your ball? I don't think you have your ball. You don't have your ball. Where's your ball? Find your ball. That's not where your ball is. Your ball's got to be back there somewhere, George. Oh, look careful, George. Look careful. Where's your ball? Did you find it? You didn't find it. Okay, well, you thumped into me. Or did you find your ball? Nope. Okay. But there, you found your ball. Now you put your outfit on. Well done. Well done. Time for the outside goes. Yes? All right. You rest there.